Looks like rain's coming, so we better batten down the hatches. We were not prepared for this. Some kind of building there. Can't tell if it's abandoned or not. You never know what you're gonna find out here. I wanted to give a quick recap. Yesterday's attempted kayaking trip was, you know, a disaster, but we still had a great time. But hole in the kayak taking on water. I mean, we couldn't even kayak it. We were out in and out of the kayak constantly over a quarter mile. There's no way we were going to make it the 17 miles we had planned. So we went back, camped at an established campsite. This morning we had some bagels and bacon, some coffee. We just happened to be very close to a backpacking loop called Archer's Fork. This is supposed to be, by all accounts, one of the most, the prettiest, most interesting backpacking loops in the Wayne National Forest in Ohio here. The loop says 12.9 miles for an overnight trip. That could be pushing it a little. We're not sure if we're gonna do the whole loop. Maybe we'll hike in, find a cool spot, and hike back out. We don't know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna play it by ear here. I'm gonna link David's video in the description. You can check out his version of the trip as well. And thank you so much for everybody tuning in. We're gonna go through the gear, and then we're gonna head in and we're gonna see where the trail takes us. Thanks for stopping along for the ride. Let's get into it.
Sam found a trail, and it's supposed to have some cool stuff on it. We're gonna go hike it and see what we can find, and we'll spend a night somewhere, I don't know where, and come on out tomorrow.
That's the plan. And David's a real trooper, because show him, David, what you're working with. This is the kayaking dry bag, because he didn't bring a backpack because we were not planning on doing backpacking. We were planning on doing kayak camping. So David is hiking with the kayak dry bag. It's not the worst, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's not the worst.
It's not the best either, though.
It makes me wish I had my backpack, but yeah, we're gonna push through. We're gonna persevere.
So here we go. Let's get into it.
All right.
All right, 1 minute into the trail, and it looks like this. Super, super dense. Right over the ridge here. This almost looks like a road. So we have to assume this is what we're supposed to be following. So finally, we're getting onto a real trail here. We're going right?
Correct.
Okay. So we evaluated the map, and we said,
oh, look at this.
Holy moly, man. And somebody's candle.
These are spices.
Oh, and somebody's, what is this thing called?
A bandana.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's just a bandana. Why don't we leave it, and then we can pick it up on the way out?
Yeah.
I'm half tempted to use that stuff. I mean, unless you want it.
No, you can have it.
I'm
just gonna set it there.
Okay, see, now we're in the woods. Now this feels so much more like we're in the woods here. This feels good. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is more better.
This is much more better.
More better than that.
Than being on a logging road?
The logging road. Or is it an oil drilling road?
Yeah. It's a real basic campsite here. We're stopping to take a 5, get some water in us. Nothing too spectacular about this one, so we're definitely not going to pick this one here, but nice little spot for a you know, quick break. Whoever stays here, someone has already piled up kindling for them. I mean, I see people leave firewood, which they have done as well. That's plenty of firewood. But they even put your kindling.
Yep.
All you need is a little fire starter and you're good to go. And that's literally it. Pretty cool.
In the big rock candy mountain, all the jewels are made of tin. And you can walk right out again as soon as you are in. All the birds have to put their hats in a railroad overrun. There's a lake to stew and a whiskey too. You can wallow and a milk to do. In the big rock candy mountain.
And this is adult campsite.
This is what?
Adult campsite.
It is. I'm going probably right there.
Nice. You feel like you want to camp here now that you're up there.
I do. I do. Places to sit? Are you kidding me?
I mean, dude, it's like a backcountry, like real campsite.
This place is a paradise.
So we've got like benches here. Somebody has been, whoever it was, nice enough to build up. Big, huge fire pit here. Really nice fire pit. Some kind of, you know, just some slate over top of a rock, but it's not ultra stable, but something to sit on. I mean, we can sit around this and tell tales. David, we can tell tales.
Tall tales, yes sir.
Somebody's left us some starter firewood here. And we brought a lot of water in, so we shouldn't need to filter, but in case we would need to. All right, so we're gonna grab a drink, take a $5, and see about figuring this thing out here.
Okay, we've got lunch here. And this is one of my favorite lunches when backpacking. Just a piece of pita, or in this case, I got flatbread and some tuna. So I've got 2 flatbreads here. I'm trying the sun-dried tomato and basil tuna fish. Oh, and look, it even comes with a spoon. So that's it. Wrap that bad boy up. Quick, easy, no muss, no fuss, very little mess, and you're back on the trail quickly. I'm going to vacate this area and let Sam do his. I got a big bag of jerky too. I got this when I was grocery shopping at Menards the other day.
We went ahead and made our minds up, staying here for the night. So, David's got his hammock over here. I'll show you his setup in a bit. I got a nice big area of flat ground here. So right in this flat area, I think I'll go ahead and set my tent up. So far on this trip, I have not used the rain fly. I'm not going to plan on using it tonight because there's no prediction of rain, but I'll keep it right by just in case I got to jump out and throw it on. It takes me all of 30 seconds to do it. So, but I like sleeping without it because I get a nice kind of breeze running through there. So lots of mesh on this tent. I'm thinking coming up here, I'm going to do a review on this tent because it's not real expensive and it's a really great backpacking tent. So, but yeah, get the mat in there, get the sleeping bag liners in there, and then I think I'm going to process up some wood for the fire so we can just have that ready to go. When it's time to do a fire later. That's David's nice little cozy setup there. Hi, David. Reading a book for a little bit. We got our stuff sitting by these benches in the fire pit. And then I got my tent right there. On the other side, we're looking at a dried up creek bed. It's real early in the day, so we may still go hike the trail further and come back. We may go down and hike this creek bed. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Already doing a lot better than we were doing yesterday. Right, David?
Sure.
Looks like rain's coming, so we better batten down the hatches. We were not prepared for this.
He's got a problem. You still have your string?
My what?
Your string, your flag?
I do.
Can I have it?
Yep.
I don't know what happened to my stakes for those, though.
I got a couple extra here. Shoot, you just need two, don't you?
Yeah.
These are not the nicest steaks, but they are better than mine.
Get the job done.
Yeah, they get the job done. I mean, I'm still not really getting wet. That's the thing.
Right.
You know, so I'm not panicking too much. All right, about 5 minutes there. You get that bad boy all staked out. That's what a rush job looks like, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Ooh, this is a nice little tent here. This is a, it's got this vestibule. So you put the boots in there. Any other gear that you don't want inside the tent, but you don't want completely exposed to the elements, can sit on the ground with a cover over top of it. And yeah, so barely feeling kind of like an occasional drop, would you say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'll get the system going for you. Okay, so David and I both brought enough water for ourselves. I have been sweating like crazy. David's got some still, but he's got to drink water and cook with it and everything. And I am out. So luckily, I've got the Sawyer squeeze, the bag, and then just to be safe, I got the kettle and I'm gonna boil it too. We're going to get ourselves together here because we saw some other backpackers out here who told us there is some pretty cool stuff just a little bit down the trail here. So we want to go do a little exploring. Still got a few hours of daylight left, so we're going to hike on down the trail a little bit.
GoPro, start recording.
This is some kind of... What's your guess, David?
I think that it is a pump to bring up oil. I think it's an old pump, an old oil pump, old oil well.
Yeah. That's got to be what it is, because everything is oil equipment back here.
Yep.
Oil lines. Big old tank. So on our way, we stumbled on this nice campsite. Very nice campsite. Nice and open. Majority pretty flat. Plenty of trees for hammocks, right? Somebody's tarp here. It is folded very nicely and it has stones on it to hold it down. So we're going to guess that is not litter. That is somebody waiting and planning to come back for that. Little side trail here, which probably goes down to that creek bed. Big and nice fire pit here. So yeah, it was a nice little campsite there. Some kind of building there. Can't really tell what it is. Can't tell if it's abandoned or not. It's hard to get a look from here, but you never know what you're going to find out here. From here, that does look like an abandoned house. A couple little shacks there. Pretty sure that's what we're looking at here. Looks like a screen door. Yep, that looks like an abandoned house. Pretty cool. And then right in here, tucked back in, another little campsite, small little fire pit. This isn't half bad.
I'm definitely coming back here.
Man, I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
There's a ton of good spots. That's our third one. And what are we, 3 miles in or something like that?
Probably less than that.
I think this is a fairly popular Ohio. This might be like the Ohio backpacker trail. Something like that.
Well, we've got a little bit of a river crossing here. More like a stream crossing.
I mean, you're not swimming in it, that's for sure. We were just saying, I think getting to a point here when you're doing summer backpacking, we get real sweaty, and I'll definitely say I'm looking forward to getting home and getting a shower. There's no question about that.
Absolutely. I think I'm going to take 2 showers when I get home.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, that'd be my rap name. 2 shower. Understand it, that's a combination of the way that these rocks hold water, and also there's something about the hemlock trees. The hemlock trees tend to hold a lot of moisture and just keep a lot of moisture in the area. So in this area, it can be hot and muggy. It can also be cold and muggy. So you could be hiking out here when it's like 50 degrees. What'd you hit with the flint and steel?
Birch bark.
That's it? Just birch bark?
Yeah.
Nothing else on it?
It catches like crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I got a couple birch trees in my yard. But when I'm out, I'll try to snag a couple strips here and there. Yeah, birch bark is magic. I mean, it's just as good of a fire starter as any sawdust or any of those things. So for dinner here, we're gonna have mac and cheese that we're gonna split, but we've also got a hot buffalo style tuna creation and a sweet and spicy tuna. We've also got a big chunk beef jerky left, and then a couple of Cliff Bars for the morning and some coffee. I got 3 of these. So we're gonna go first with the little something. Lagunitas, a way smooth and silky IPA. Go ahead and dump that mac and cheese in. Give it a nice stir. Go ahead and start our timer up there. Okay, that's about 8.5 minutes in, so we're gonna call that good.
That's probably good.
That's good. Oh yeah, look how appetizing that is. Call me Gordon Ramsay. Well, that is not the end of the world, eh? All right, moment of truth here. And spicy. Just a little bit. That's edible. Blue Moon Honey Days, crafted with real clover honey. In all the excitement today, I completely forgot to grab the banana flask. I would be remiss if I hit the hay without taking at least one little sip. It's good stuff. So, if you like what you saw today, if you thought this video was fun, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and I promise I'm going to keep that good content coming. Thank you so much for watching, and we will check back with you in the morning. And I can take the garbage.
Too late.
You got it? Okay.
Made it back up the hill. Sam, do you want any of this stuff that we picked up?
I mean, do you want it?
I'll take it if you don't.
I mean, I will take it. Whew. Okay, well, we're back. Goodness sakes, a lot of uphill there, man. Last half a mile or so, it was darn steep. This has been quite the pair of overnight adventures with David, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy to be back to the car. Whew, I think we're gonna sign off here. So if you made it this far, you might as well go ahead and click that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me if you did. Please go check out David's channel, A Man, a Van, a Plan. I'll link it in the description. And you got anything to say there, David?
Thanks for coming, watching me and Sam. I'm super glad that Sam messaged me for the first time. He's the one who initiated this relationship. So I feel like I've made a friend. No, you messaged me on YouTube for the first time.
Oh, I commented first.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, okay.
And then we kind of commented back and forth, and then I sent you an email.
Yeah. So please go make sure that you check out David's channel. We'll link in the description. A Man, a Van, a Plan.
All right, everybody. Get out there and keep adventuring.
Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you on the next one.